Alright guys, welcome once again to another trading week. So we're gonna be looking at the gold charts and let you guys know what we think. So last week, hmm, nothing really much for last week. But now in this new week, what are we seeing? Let me first of all start by saying now let's start from the higher time frame because the charts are looking um like I said the last time, charts are looking funny. Let's start from the monthly. Now definitely, as you can see on the monthly, the prices on gold charts are looking quite bullish, right? Gold is very bullish, but we can see this rejection, this bearish momentum happening in this current month that we're in. So price here is looking bearish on this monthly. This the current month we're in, and I want us to just go to the yearly 12 months chart so we see something. Now, looking at the 12-month charts, right, you can see that gold has currently gone up significantly already in the past 5 months, and it has gone up the most compared to all the previous years, right? In just 5 months, it has gone up significantly. So, that's about 8,800 pips or so move up in just 5 months. And let's say this previous year, let's see how many pips up. This was about 8,000 pips thereabout, right? So this one has gone up more than 8,000 pips. 8,700, right? So that's the reason when price began to reject from this top point, right? And began to push down because gold has significantly moved up already. And so we are in a we are in a period where people are going to be, probably taking profits or something. And and gold currently is somehow is somewhat moving sideways, right? Gold currently is moving sideways, moving it's consolidating. So let's go to the weekly. You see it better. So now you can see on the weekly, gold has been consolidating and moving sideways, right? For the past how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the past 5 weeks, gold has just been moving sideways. Unlike all the previous weeks where you can see this clean movement upwards, right? This upward momentum, gold has just been moving sideways. So price reacted from this 67.3% level on the fib level, right? I was actually thinking price would actually come lower into this point, which it might still do that much later, because like I said, gold has significantly already moved up this year. So are we going to create a new higher high, a new all-time high? Probably sometime later or soon, who knows? We might, but how high would we go? Not so much, I think. Although at one point, some of us were thinking gold might reach 4,000 or 4,500, but I'm not sure now. I'm not sure. So what should we be looking out for? We should still be looking for our buys, but now in this kind of condition where that gold is in, as we're looking for buys, we'll be looking for buys from good points of entries, right? Looking to take price up higher, right, to at least the current all-time high spot, right? But we also need to be careful. We also can be looking for sales, right? Because as you can see now, the gold is somehow consolidating. So if price gets up to a significant sell area where we could sell from, then we'd sell from. But if you ask me, the best time to trade gold would have been the past few weeks, since January down to uh, April, right? April, ending of April, thereabout. So, but now gold is somewhat moving sideways, right? And it might continue like that for some time. might continue to see that. And whenever gold is moving sideways like this, people tend to lose a whole lot of money, right? People tend to lose money because gold is consolidating, so you need to know how to trade that. So what am I going to be looking for now in this new week? So I had to just go through all of that so you guys will understand what's really happening. So you need to understand what's happening on the chart, so you don't just this is the daily chart, daily time frame, so you don't just make mistakes. You trade with caution, knowing the period we're in right now. Now, on the daily, just guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about what I just said, all I just said about the movement of price for the past 5 months, what's happening on gold. Just let me know what you think. So, guys, on the daily, as you can see, price rejected from this point, okay, and came back down and pushed up. Now, I tried getting on a trade here, but I missed it because I was waiting for just, I think I missed it by just 1 pip or 2 pip, right? I missed it, so that was crazy. That was crazy. Now let's go back to the weekly. Let me see. Yeah, so on the weekly, like I said, we can expect price to come back down, push back down a little, at least to the middle of this week, and then probably we might see a rejection up. And we could also still look for sales from somewhere around here, right? Or even somewhere around here. So like I said, we have to be careful. We could be looking for sales at 3245 or 3225, 3325, right? But we could also look for buys from somewhere around here at 3166. So let's go to the daily back. Let's go back to the daily. So looking at the daily, like I said, we could look for buys from around this point. Okay, we could look for buys from around this point, 3166, where the 61.8% fib level is. We could look for buys from there. Price could come down there into that zone, and then we could buy from there. And we could also look for sales from around. We'll have to go down to a lower time frame to see what's happening, right? I have to go down to a lower time frame. So let's go down to the 4 hour. We might have to get in on the 1 hour to see what's happening. We've not gone to the 1 hour for some time in this analysis. So looking at the 4 hour, you can see the bullish momentum that gold is on right now. Gold went up and then rejected back down, and now we're seeing these green bars being printed. So like I said, we could expect price to come back down into this zone, test it, and then we probably might continue on the move up, right? But we'll still go down to a lower time frame to see things clearer. And like I said, we could also be looking for sales from around this zone. Yes, 3255 level. We could be looking for sales from around this zone. Yes, or even a little bit higher if price breaks it. But for now, we're going to be looking for buys. If price comes down lower into this zone and we see rejections, then we can get in. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking for. So if you see price come back down low into this area, right, then we probably will see a good rejection to that top. Let's go to the 1 hour. So now if you look closely, you can see there's some sort of a heads and shoulders that seem to have to be forming right here, right? Yes. So this is the left, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder, right? So people would have lost a lot of money here. People would have lost some money here because some people would have been looking to buy from this point. Price rejected downwards, then sort of bought up from here. I wanted to buy from here. Actually, was meant to buy from here. I missed it. No, from here. I missed it by just a peep, right? So I should have been on the straight up. So but anyway, let's see. Then I tried taking another buy somewhere around here, but it took me out. So I just left it alone. So now, guys, so like I said, we could wait for price to push down lower into this point, and then we will buy into the zone and watch what price does here. If price breaks it higher, if price breaks that higher, then that's a good sign. Price will most likely push up, then retest back into this neckline and then go higher. But if price doesn't do that, then price might want to actually go lower, right? And so we can see something like this. Can you guys see that? So like I said, if price comes down, you see that's somehow connecting. If price comes down just a little, then we might be looking for buys from around this area, right? And then we take the buys up. Okay, we might go down to a lower time frame to see what things are looking like, but normally we stop on the 4 hour, 1 hour, right? But I might just go down lower. But if price gets to this point and we're able to take a buy and price pushes up and breaks this neckline, then that's good. That means we're going up. But if price rejects from that zone and breaks lower, then it might create another heads and shoulders over here that might take price down even lower, right, to where I was looking for price to get down to earlier. So that's what we're going to be looking out for. I think this is what we're going to be looking out for. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, but looking at this, price could actually drop, right? Price could actually drop. But let's see. Let's see how it goes. Price could actually drop. Let's see how it goes. So let's go down to the 30 minutes. This is going to start looking messy. Like I said, we normally just stop on the 1 hour or 4 hours, but now I just have to just check it. Sorry. Now, another thing one could want to do is something like this, right? So price could actually come down into this line instead of coming all the way down here. Okay, but this is a much more solid a better place to look for your buys. All right, to get in. There's my rectangle. There's a much more solid spot to get in for your buys, right? Or at least around that zone. But another person could want to just wait for price. Once price tests this trend line over here that I just drew, right? Once price tests it, let me draw that for you guys. Once price comes here and tests this, one could actually look for buys from that point, right? That could actually happen. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, that could actually happen, yeah. That could actually happen. Yeah, that could actually happen. Yeah, it could just even come just a little bit lower, but connect with that trend line and then push up higher. So that could actually, I can see that also happening, right? I can see that also happening. I can see that also happening. I can see that also happening. So let's just see. Let's see what happens. So either we look for buys at this point, this area, or we wait for price to come down lower into this point, then we get in on the buy, or we just wait for price to break above this neckline, and if that happens, then we can get in on the buy on this retest, definitely. So that's just it, guys. So let's see how the week goes. I hope this week is going to be an amazing week for every one of us, and just stay positive and keep pushing. Forex is not easy. Anyone who tries to make forex look easy, that guy is a scam. Right? Forex is not easy. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot, right, guys? So I do hope we all become successful. at the end of the day. And have an amazing trading week. Peace out, guys.